It's 104.3 MYfm with Raph here with, should I say global superstar at this point because you're all over TikTok and everything like that. Rosa Linn, everybody. We have to say global superstar. Let's talk about that show in LA you did a week ago, right? School night?
School night, yeah.
How was that? Was that your one of your first shows here in the States?
That was my first show in States, my second show ever. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every moment from the first song to the last song.
Now, how did that energy feel from the crowd? Like, I know it's only your first couple shows you've done as Rosa Linn. I'm like, you have to feel a different kind of energy, like that adrenaline rush, right?
The energy was there. I got a big support from the crowd, even though probably half of them just saw me for the first time. I got some friends coming over. Some of them live here, some of them just came for the concert, but it was amazing. And I saw my whole team for the first time. Yeah.
Now, when you say that first time, the people that have been working your record and everything, is
it's
this
just my my management, my people for my social media, everyone,
It almost felt like a family reunion type thing because you've been working with them for a few
3
years, but never in person or because of COVID and all that.
My whole
right?
career started on Zoom.
Man, that must be a first for artists, right? Your career starting on Zoom and social media and not meeting anybody of your team in person. Now you're from Armenia, right?
I am, yes.
Born and raised. You grew up there, right?
Yeah.
And you did Eurovision. Everyone that doesn't know what Eurovision is like the the song contest that they do. In America, we do American Idol kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
You were one of the finalists, right?
Yeah. I got to the grand final. I finished 20th, but know what?
Hey, it doesn't matter when your song is a smash on TikTok and socials. I mean, Spotify, everything.
It's one of the most heard songs of Eurovision in history now.
Really? Snap. Let's talk about that. How did that come about? Talk about how you came up with Snap.
I was in my bedroom. It was 4 a.m.
Late nights, yeah.
Yeah. And I was heartbroken. I was scared. I was confused. My life just changed in one day on June 22nd. And
so you're blaming this all on an ex?
No.
Oh no, there's not an ex. Okay.
No, it's just a bit of everything. Mentally I was not doing well, and I just wrote Snap, and it was therapy for me.
Very therapeutic.
I kind of went through everything that I needed to, leave behind.
Now, did you realize that making the song to help you cope with your what you were going through? Did you realize it was going to be something so huge and impactful worldwide?
At the time, when I was writing it, I was just writing it because it was just a thing that I was doing on daily basis. I just wrote songs in my bedroom in Armenia.
Mm-hmm.
But I met my management, and then we recorded the demo, and we submitted it for Eurovision, and the rest is
history, right? Working, and you performed in Eurovision too, right? So you've done performances and stuff before you got to the United States, but the whole LA thing was just a game changer for you.
Yeah, it was my second show, because performing for Eurovision is just one song. People don't really get who you are,
They don't know who you are. You're just kind of I'll just do my best and just be out there, right?
Yeah, and you need to do at least a 40-minute show to kind of show you as an artist, what else you have. And I really don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Exactly, yeah, of course.
I have a lot to share, with people, and I'm working on my album, and it's coming out, very, very.
And a lot of the inspiration just from life experiences for your album, right? Is that a lot of what your album's going to be about? Your musical inspirations, who inspired you to get into music when you were growing up? I know you've been doing music since you were a child, right?
Yeah. My parents took me to musical school, and I started learning piano. I played classical pieces.
Okay.
And then I picked up guitar and started writing songs. But I always heard a lot of different genres growing up. My mom was listening to jazz. My dad's a Beatle fan and Deep Purple and all that metal stuff.
What about you? I know they had influences, but you must have had influences in music too. You grew up listening to who? What artists?
I was a fan of Ozzy Osbourne when
Oh,
I was
nice.
15. I love Sting. He's my favorite ever. Aerosmith.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses. Adele. Sam Smith.
So pretty much a lot of different genres of music got really influenced you.
Everything. And I also, I'm coming from Armenia. I was listening to Armenian music. I was listening to Russian music. I was listening to Italian music, French music. I was listening to everything.
And I saw you just released Snap in another language, in Italian or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's coming out on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, how do you do it? Do you know all these languages like internally already, like growing up, or?
I don't know Italian, but
You learn how to.
I really wanted to sing in Italian because I think it's one of the most beautiful languages in
Romantic,
the world.
yeah.
And it's just fantastic. And my friend Alpha, he's a very famous singer in Italy. He reached out. He was like, "I'm coming to Armenia to work with you." I was like, "Okay."
Oh wow.
That was out of nowhere.
And then you have people that want to work on the album with you, right? Anybody that we know that? Well, you can't probably tell us, but.
Well, the next single is going to be a collaboration.
Okay.
With a wonderful artist. And I'm very excited.
Any
about
hints? They have hair, right? They have hair.
They
They have hair.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
You could break it down. It's like 10,000 people,
He's
10,000
from
hours.
Netherlands.
Oh, okay,
Big
cool.
hint.
There you go. A little hint from Rosa Linn here for Snap. Now, what else you got going on? You have you're going to be doing a little bit of touring in the States here, doing some shows here and there, or
I hope so. The schedule is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like go from one day to another day to
Yeah.
not lose my mind. But yeah, definitely I'm going to sing as much as I can.
is this your
perform as
first
much
time
as
in
I
the
can.
States, or you've been to the States before?
I've been to the States as an exchange student in 2017.
What do you like? What kind of food do you like here in the States? You could say you hate it too. It's fine.
I love all the bad food. Honestly.
All the junk food?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
okay.
of, I generally love kind of like Mediterranean, like
Oh yeah.
Italian
Well, you guys eat healthy.
cuisine.
I feel like you guys eat healthy out there.
Yeah,
in
but
Europe.
if you're like in the U.S., you gotta kind of cheat a lot.
Cheat meals,
Yeah.
junk it out, eat some fries. Have you had In-N-Out here yet?
I had Subway.
Subway.
Yeah, it was
That's still healthy, kind of like.
kind of. I
You
don't
said junk food, right? You want some greasy burgers or something like that,
know. I had a burger. I had McDonald's. It was bad.
There you go.
You know.
Oh, it's all good. But yeah, so we're looking forward to the new collaboration. Album's coming out sometime in the fall too, or
Next
not
year.
next year? You're
Yeah,
working on it
next
right
year.
now.
I'm
Are you going to
working
be
on it.
working on it here, or are you going to go back and forth?
I think we're gonna
Armenia?
finish it here, but I
Okay.
also wrote some songs in Sweden that might get into the album too. But I think the core of the work is gonna be done here.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by and spending
Thank
some
you
time with
so
us here in
much.
Los Angeles. And good luck to everything. Of course, Snap is already huge everywhere, so we're not worried about that. We're worried, we want you to have a successful album,
Oh,
you know.
yes.
So
Thank you so much.
yes, good luck to you, Rosalind. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.